Hello, hello, everyone. My name is Princess Pearl, and as always, it's an absolute delight to see you. Hello, Rex. Welcome in. Yeah, you're definitely first. You were here before I was. All right. Whew. You'll have to forgive me if I'm a little weepy. I was just watching the Error 47 stream. They're doing a tribute to Roberta Vaughn, who I had never met her or interacted with her. She recently passed away, but she was a big community organizer in the adventure game community, and it was very, very lovely. But yeah, it was. Whew. Yeah, it's an absolute. This is now a Rex. No, you cannot manifest destiny my stream, Rex. It is not allowed. Hello, Trosidojin. Welcome, welcome. You are just in time for the beginning of King's Quest Romancing the Stones stream. Hello, Mental Mistake. Welcome in. I was away last week because it was Canadian Thanksgiving. I was off visiting friends, eating many turkey. All right. Brain, together, work. Right. We're playing King's Quest 2 VGA Plus, which we'd already started. We've gotten a good chunk of the way through. Let's see where we were. Soup Quest. Soup Quest. We're beating the game tonight? Hopefully, I think so. Unless I really mess up. Soup Quest. What the heck was Soup Quest? Oh, Soup Quest. I have to get Grandma's soup back. So, one of the things that unfortunately I realized last time is that I missed out on like all of the lore in this game. You can go to a library in the town, clearly labeled here as town, and sort of every chapter, like every act of the game, you can read some books in the library and you get all of the deep lore about Colima and about the history of Daventry and stuff as created by AGDI. And I forgot how to do that puzzle. What you're supposed to, well, I can show you. My stream, I can do what I want. What you're supposed to do let's see. Yes, I have the library card. Okay, what you're supposed to do is you go to the library, stand over here, and the librarian, every now and then, will look away. And, whoops, I was clicking on the wrong spot. Sorry. What you're supposed to do is you click the library card on the quill here when she looks away. Look away. There we go. Hello, Spencer359. Welcome to the stream. Okay, now I have this signed. That's why he's so beefy. Yeah, so, oh, it should be sound. Oh, for heaven's sake. Haha. Nope. There we go. For some reason or other, it defaulted. OBS really desperately wanted to play the sound from Gabriel Knight, which I am not currently playing. Thank you. Okay, so now I have a library card, and now I can read all of the books in the library, but you only get certain books at certain times in the game. So I played through the entire game almost, like the first sort of 3/4 of the game without reading any of the lore. Whoopsie doodle. You see, I've got this this quill. It's a feather. I assumed, like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to find some ink and I can use that to sign the library card. No, it was much simpler than that. But I didn't try because I assumed I knew what I was doing. Now that I'm here, I'm going to get some library books.
There is no reason to show.
Yes?
Could you recommend a good book?
And off she scoots.
There.
So this won't go towards my points.
This book is entitled Way Below Your League, a look at sentient aquatic life.
I might like UHS.
Browsing through it, you notice
UHS
an
actually,
interesting excerpt.
I don't think has, I'm not sure if they've got King's Quest II VGA. I believe I had to end up looking it up on the actual AGDI website. Now, a ballpoint quill. Yes, that'd be terribly helpful. Okay. Way Below Your League, a look at sentient aquatic life. Hey, we're talking about mermaids, so I'm going to do my little mermaid thing. We found a mermaid! Yay! We did not actually read all of these already. We read none of these because I messed up the signing the card puzzle. The only ones I've read are like towards the end. So I missed out on all of the mermaid ones, and I gotta read the mermaid ones. All right, so way below your league, a look at sentient aquatic life. Wish to explore the sea? Good luck. Even the most accomplished swimmers cannot swim very far before they tired or are pulled underwater by the currents. Even with a ship, it is difficult to properly explore beneath the surface without some means of breathing underwater. Truly, only the mer people have ever been known to offer aid in this regard. Though the relationship between land dwellers and their marine counterparts has been somewhat strained over the years, it is said that the mer people, in particular their leader, King Neptune, can appraise an individual quite accurately. In fact, they seem to possess a natural ability to sense whether a person intends hostility towards them or not. Fortunately for the would-be adventurer to the underwater kingdom, they are a peaceful people, not prone to unwarranted acts of violence. The mer people's nature is in sharp contrast to that of their neighbors, the sharkies, who live in seclusion in the deeper, darker waters of the ocean. Little is known about them except that they are fearsome to behold and do not take kindly to visitors. They are rumored to be excessively xenophobic and hence have avoided contact with most of the outside world. It can be assumed that trespassers into their territory would be dealt with swiftly and harshly. Boom. A peaceful people in my little stabby icon. It's just a little stabby. Just a smidge stabby. Stablet.
You have nothing else.
And you see, I can't get any of the other books at this point. But through the power of saving early and slaving often, something else I missed. There is a very delightful person. I believe their name is Jay Stryker. Hello, Jay Stryker, in the future, who has been going through all of my YouTube VODs and commenting on all the things that I've been missing. And they pointed out that I missed out on...
All I need is a sweet nightingale.
Reading... There's some notes in the bottom. Oh, let's see.
Uh-oh.
Nope. Okay, that's not right.
Well,
No.
you are the gentleman, saving
I
me a
messed up.
lot of trouble by coming here.
Yeah. Get in the pond.
You wandered into the witch's
Not what I
lair,
wanted to
and
do.
where you stood gave not a care. She soon saw you, a smile she gave. Your
Yeah. Okay.
All I need is a
Uh-oh.
sweet
What?
nightingale.
Well, no. Why'd you see me?
You wandered into the witch's lair, and where you stood gave not a care. She soon saw you, a smile.
All I need is a sweet nightingale.
Scoot around the back there. Okay, good. There is a secret note.
Remove.
in
Looking at the bottom of the cage,
here.
you find that a letter has become stuck to it. You peel it off.
Another King's Quest gameplay stream? Super. Thank you. Yeah, so we now have this note here, which I can also read.
The paper is slightly crumpled and dirty, having somehow become stuck to the bottom of a bird cage.
Yuck.
You read the letter.
Okay. More reading. This time in, let's see, M, who is, oh, okay, so this is going to be old wizard voice. My dear sister, it has been a while since my last letter to you, and quite an age since we last spoke. Such are the busy lives we lead. I know of your preoccupation with eliminating your competition, and wish you well in that ongoing endeavor. As for my part, the servant I have owned for the past 17 years is soon to come of age. It will almost be a shame to kill this one, for he is quite adept at his chores. But the tradition must be observed at all times. I shall require a replacement in the not-too-distant future. Perhaps I should think up a new name for my next slave, though it is that much easier when I need to only remember one. I've asked the father to notify me at once, should he hear of any likely candidates. Speaking of which, though it is of no way my place to question the will of the father, for surely he has the best interest of all his followers at heart, does he not spend so much time locating that item of legend which he has been seeking for almost a millennium? While he is not to be second-guessed, I do wonder, if he's so assured of its existence that he is willing to turn his attention away from his flock for so long a time? As for a remote brother, he seems increasingly interested in the ladies these days. I believe he has his eye on a royal couple who are expected to conceive a girl within the year, or so the signs say. I must confess, if he's prepared to wait so many long years for the child's maturation before abducting her, then he has far more patience than I. I await your reply, dear sister, and hope that this letter finds you well. If you have the chance to speak with the father, perhaps you will inquire of his commitment to this item he seeks. I advise the utmost discretion, naturally. Your loyal, and by far the better sibling, M. So, this is a letter from Manannan, the evil wizard of King's Quest III, to Hagatha, tying them all together in this Brotherhood of the Black Cloak, which is like mentioned in 2 lines only in King's Quest VI. So we have mentions of Manannan wanting to get a new servant because he kidnaps a baby boy child and raises him as a servant, and after 17 years. So it's implying, whoever shall we get Manannan get to be his next slave? It's going to be Graham's son.
The letter puzzles you, but you put it away and continue your quest.
Hooray! And I'm also going to take this opportunity to go smash. There, do smashy smash.
You reacquire the birth gem.
Oops! Dang it.
You saw black glow. You did not slow.
Okay.
Turned not away. You've had your day.
Whoopsie. I was meant to go around the back of the cave, not into the cave. We'll go from this one, maybe. There we go. This should be good. Let's see if I can get anything else. These won't be adding to my actual score at the end of the game.
The librarian seems...
Okay, nothing here. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's scoot a little further forward in time. I just want to see if I can get all of the lore read on stream. Nice little Easter egg there. Yes, this game really does a good job of taking all the weird little offshoots of lore throughout the King's Quest series and bringing it all back together So I think King's Quest II VGA, I really feel, is necessary for a proper playthrough of the series. It really completes the story in a way that doesn't really exist in the official games. King's Quest 2015 does something similar, but it goes in a weird direction, which I will get to when we get to that game. Let's zoom for it to pass the test. Oh, I thought there was more. Is this? Nope. Can't get back down the mountain. I can't get down the mountain. I have to get down off a duck. Is this it? I wonder what was fun. The problem with going a few weeks between playthroughs is like, wait, what was I thinking? See if there's anything in the library now.
The librarian.
Okay. I'm pretty sure there's more that I haven't read, but maybe if I go back even further. Let's go back to my very first save. Do I have the library card? I do. Oh, I hadn't. Dumb. I'm dumb. I have to redo the library card signing thing. That's why she doesn't want to talk to me. Oh, it's a good thing I'm cute. Come on, look away.
You replay.
Will you?
Yeah, you.
So,
Laura.
you mean I can?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Could you?
She recommends a good book. There we go.
This book is entitled Kalima, Perfect One Day,
Yep,
Better
that's
the
why
Next.
I couldn't get...
Browsing through it, you notice an interesting excerpt.
No, we're in for a great day for thinking. Kalima, perfect one day, better the next. If you are considering traveling to the wondrous land of Kalima, then you should be congratulated on your timing, for indeed it has changed much since creation many years ago. The very occasional earthquake has altered the land to the east somewhat, creating deep chasms near the mountainside. The changing ocean levels in the region have caused an alteration in the shape of the coastline and, of course, the people themselves have relocated from where they once lived. Most now reside in the town, which is nestled in the safety of the mountains. A wise decision, for more than a few have claimed to hear the sounds of howling at night, a sign that many wild animals have moved into Weirwood Forest in recent times. As a result, few venture past the town gates, especially after dark. This isolation and the relative scarcity of the people throughout most of the realm have made Kalima a haven for the tourist who wishes to soak up the natural atmosphere of the land. It has also made a significant convenience for those who have settled in Kalima far from the town and wish to maintain their privacy to pursue their own ambitions in peace. The realm of Kalima is a wondrous land of beauty and, for the adventurous among you, danger! See also, Guidebook to the Land of the Green Isles. Having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. So a little mention of Land of the Green Isles.
You have...
Okay. Let's try this again. You light up my L. Should be something else here now, I think. Come on, look away.
You quickly grab
Having
the quill
fun,
while the
take several
librarian isn't looking and
Who
sign your
tries
name on
when
the
you
blank
don't have a library card that's been
You
signed?
replace the...
Will you
I borrow.
You mean I...
No.
Oh.
Yes.
Could you recommend...
There we go.
There.
This book is entitled Legends. Browsing through it, you notice an interesting excerpt.
Okay. Might have read this one last time because I did go back and read a book, but I couldn't get any more. So I went back to like where I was in the actual playthrough. Anyways, Legends. Daventry's first king, known to many as Legenemore, is as much an enigma of history as he is woven into the fabric of legend itself. Though his passing occurred nearly 1,000 years ago, it remains somewhat unclear as to the manner of his death and what became of the power he wielded. Historians do know that Legenemore was a powerful magician, or a wizard, as he might be called nowadays. He is largely credited with bringing, along with his kind, magic and civility to Daventry and the surrounding world. According to legend, during what was arguably the bloodiest war Daventry has ever seen, Legenemore sought to commit his awesome power to the cosmos. It is believed that he blamed himself for the extent of the Grand War, in particular, the magic that had been used to exacerbate the death toll. He therefore chose to render himself mortal, an action that would prove to be his last. However, legend would also suggest that his power may be attainable if only one were to perceive and understand how and when. This is evidenced by a parchment located just a few centuries ago and dated 30 years after the first king's death. Okay, rhyming time. If seeketh you the power of Legenemore, thou shalt be well appraised. It will not be an easy task from the path thou may be swayed. For in great Daventry lies the means for which it may be found, belonging to one who rules the land by one who wears the crown. From this circle nature springs from royal thoughts thus sown, though woe betide the unjust thief who claims it for his own. In this great land 'tis known to rest the corpse of Legenemore, who died defending his home turf in the longest, fiercest war. His great mistake, which sealed his fate, he cast his magic aside, up high into the heavens which forever stretches wide. But the search may be rewarding for the seeker of this power, as its apex soon approaches when cometh the darkest hour. Hark, spy sun and moon and planets, as all of them align. The one prepared for the ascension will surely see the sign. Power thus can then be granted to just one from the great tool. I'm trying to get the scansion correct. If one be thee, then thou shalt be the everlasting jewel. The first king's brother, Morgilin, was also presumed killed in the Grand War. Legenemore's first knight and successor, Granthethor, ruled over the realm for nearly 50 years. He sired a number of children who either remained to guarantee the continuation of the royal bloodline or set forth to build kingdoms of their own. Thought there was a book about the Count. I think that might be all that I can find from the saves that I've got. So let's actually continue with the actual story. Soup Quest! Alright. So what I am trying to do is to get into this house because there is a dwarf that lives here and he stole Little Red Riding Hood's soup. And if that's not an adventure game puzzle, then I don't know what is. Oh, I thought I could go up from here.
He's way past talking these days.
Just out of curiosity. No, was thinking, like, do I go and do, because this is basically King's Quest 2 with extras. I was like wondering to myself, oh, do I go to the castle and do all that stuff, and then maybe I can get into the dwarf's house? But I need to get the soup so I can talk to Grandma. Essentially, she's the one that gives me the cloak, and I need the cloak to do the castle stuff. Think.
There's nothing else
Okay,
under
I
the
already did
log.
that. Think.
You open the mailbox, but find it empty. Grandma looks too weak to talk at length. Perhaps there's a way to make her feel better.
Yeah, I need to get the soup. How the heck do I get the soup? Because knocking on the door doesn't work. This game's so pretty. Okay.
The rope has been severed. You don't need the rope.
But I want the rope. It's an adventure game. Let me pick things up.
You peer into the log, but see nothing of interest. What is this? There's a door built into the trunk of a large tree. It appears to be closed.
That's such a weirdly worded thing. Like, it appears to be closed. Is it not actually closed?
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
Is there anything I have that I can use upon the door? Stab the door.
Brandishing your sword might...
No. Can't stab the door. Smash
There is no
the door.
reason...
When in doubt in an adventure game, you gotta just use everything on everything else. What is this?
You think that this vial contains the potion of youth.
What do I do with the potion of youth?
The needle pierces you.
Great.
You jab mercilessly at nothing, you fiend.
There's an interesting lighting effect here. Like, it feels like there's sort of a pulsing to it. I think it's a sort of a misty effect, but it makes it feel like, oh gosh, it's getting darker. Oh no.
There's not much you can do with the pumpkins right now. Thanks to you, it is now a happy planet.
Hooray! Saving lives. If I was smart, I would have made myself look smarter by looking up how to do this before I got on stream. Not that I've ever done that before. No, if I've done it, I admit it. And I usually will even make a big deal about going to UHS. It's not too late to use a walkthrough. Oh, but my pride! My pride.
The gates to town have been shut for the night.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Let's see. King's Quest to VGA hints. No, I am not interested in AI mode. Thank you very much, Google. Yuck. Site cannot be reached. No. Okay, here we go. Hints. I just want to know where the soup is. I want to know how to get some soup. Soup is delicious. Also, I apologize for my crappy sound today. My soundboard has completely given up. So we're using my built-in laptop mic. I'm a professional. At least it won't disconnect, which was happening a lot with my old system. Come on. Loading, loading, loading. There we go. Soup. What? Okay, I apparently have to not be standing in front of the door. It's one of those things where I just stand out of the way and wait. I'm sure this is fascinating to watch. Okay. And then out from beside the door?
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment.
Yeah, if I touch it, it makes me walk over.
You rap on the treehouse door and wait a moment, but get no response.
Okay. Okay. So I knock.
You rap.
And then I run behind. The door. Here, apparently. Knock on the door and run behind the tree. Hello, Detective Magnata. Yeah, I got back from the Cloud Spirit. I found Possum, got her home, and I have been told that the dwarf has stolen Grandma's soup, and I must retrieve the soup. And I know it's in here, but I cannot get in. Because the game does not like me. So, knock on the door, run behind the tree.
You rap on the tree.
And then give me the cursor. Nope. Am I doing this wrong? I might be doing this wrong. Come on. Gimme. Am I not far enough? Seriously?
You watch as a little man runs out of the door, which has been built into a tree. You surmise that you have found the culprit's home. The vague aroma of chicken soup confirms it. That fiend.
I just wasn't far enough behind the tree. That's annoying. But...
Finding the door ajar.
Okay. Well, I'm saving because I don't want to do that again. Dwarf soup. Okay. This?
That's not a knife. The knife you found under a rock one time? Now that was a knife.
Nice. Well, hey look, a chest. Does it have trinkets?
Upon opening the trunk, you find a number of items that the dwarf has obviously stolen and stashed away. Among them are some gold coins. They display the distinctive face of the first king. They could only have come from the magic chest
I've actually
of
got that
Daventry.
as a point redeem. Sometimes I forget.
You grab the handle of the bubbling pot of chicken soup. You take it with you.
Now I just got a pot
You
full of...
hear the sound of the door creaking, followed by someone descending the ladder in the next room.
Shoot.
Being caught snooping around someone else's house usually has a negative consequence. Did you learn nothing from your experience with that witch last year?
Whoopsie. Okay. Well, let's try that again. Down I go.
Upon among them.
Chest.
Ouch, ouch, ouch.
There we go.
You grab the... You hear the sound of the door.
Hide in the chest.
Thinking quickly.
Yes, I am a sneaky boy. Ouch, ouch, ouch. The soup is
The
hot.
dwarf has entered his underground hovel. Hopefully he won't discover you in here.
I wouldn't call this a hovel. This is very nice. Like, it's got a nice little rug. He's got a table that's like 10 feet across. Luxurious. Let's boogie. Pocket full of soup for
It looks like the door creaked.
For Grandma.
You hear the latch fall into place.
Let's get out of here. I just have to remember where Grandma's house is. Oh, I am smart and good. He's got his Naughty Dwarf magazine somewhere. That's some of the treasures that were in that chest. Okay, now, obviously we cannot feed Grandma cold soup. Well,
You can't eat. It is a little too cold to be serving to frail old ladies. You place the now cold chicken soup over the crackling fire once more. After it heats up to eating temperature, you remove it again.
Pocket soup for Grandma.
You offer the soup to Possum's grandma, introduce yourself, and wait courteously while the frail elderly lady eats the nourishing meal.
Lore
When she
time.
is finished, she sets the empty bowl down elsewhere and turns her attention towards you.
Graham is lonely. He will take any spicy images he can. That's what the magic's mirror is for.
If you would like to speak with me for a while, I would welcome your company. A person should never turn away a visitor, especially when she reaches the twilight of her life.
You can't help but feel a sense of finality in the old woman's words.
You must have something in return for your kindness. You do not need to risk your safety for an old, worn-out woman like myself.
I don't
Look
like worn
under
out.
the bed. You should find something to keep you a little warmer on a cold night like this.
And now we found where the dwarf's sturdy pictures are. Something hidden under the
peer
bed to
under
keep
the
you
bed
warm.
and find a thick black cloak. Lying atop it is a beautiful ruby-encrusted ring. You pick both up with reverence.
I could not possibly take these fine things from you.
Oh, please. I want you to have them. Nights in Kolima are cold. Believe me. As for the ring...
Grandma likes that kind of porn, it seems. Oh,
perhaps
Grandma's got a
it's
thing for
better
vampires.
that I do not have it to remind me.
As you wish. You have a charming young granddaughter.
Grandma smiles at you graciously.
She is a treasure to me. I would do anything to ensure that no harm comes to her.
If I may inquire, what became of her parents?
Grandma frowns.
She likes
and her
Twilight
eyes
too
darken
much?
for a
Yes.
moment before she forces a melancholy smile to her face.
They were lost to us many years ago. I am afraid dear Possum never really knew her parents.
It must have been a daunting task raising a child by yourself. Especially at your
At my age? I am certainly not as young as I used to be, and there is no shame in that. I have tried to raise her as best I could, to keep her safe and well. However, I fear that as of late the reverse has become truer.
Parentification of the
If you
child.
please, I was hoping you might tell me of the cloak and ring's origin.
The old woman closes her eyes as if the memory she seeks is painful to her senses.
They were my husband's. He was a proud man, the last of his line. His family had been rich.
Wait, how is he the last of his line when you have a
They lived
granddaughter?
in that castle you might have seen to the north. Its location upon that island is evidence of how much they valued their privacy. He was a good man, my husband. He took care of me. Certainly he had his strange habits. Most men do, if you would pardon me for saying so. I suspect
Men.
that he practiced magic, so I could never catch him in the act. He would frequently journey afar, taking that black cloak with
He was
him
kinky?
wherever he
Yeah,
went,
probably.
to places he would not talk about. He said that it represented something important to a certain group of people, and that I was never to mention it to anyone. But he was always there for me, always, until that fateful night. We had been married just over a year, and I was heavy with child. We were
His
both
head is
out
the
walking
size
in
of
the
her
werewolf
torso.
forest late one night. The air was warm, and in
Giant
our
head.
youth we paid little attention to the world and its many dangers. Besides, there was a full moon. We could see clearly enough. A shadow passed over us. We looked up, thinking it might have been a stray cloud. It was not. Descending upon us like a demon was the largest, most hideous bat I had ever seen. Its fangs were bared, and it dove straight for me. I must have screamed. My husband flung himself in front of me to protect me. He swung his arms about frantically in hopes of warding the horrid thing away. Perhaps he was trying to cast a spell, but could not recall how in his panic. It paid him no heed and would not be deterred. It swooped again and again relentlessly. At one point, my husband's hand must have clipped the bat's wing because it lost control and crashed into his shoulder. He tried to wrest the foul creature away, but then he shrieked suddenly. The horrid thing had bitten him.
Right through the shoulder pad.
He never did recover from that incident. He just faded with each passing hour. Within 2 days of the attack, my husband had
nice
died. We buried him on his family's plantation on the island. Sometimes when I sleep, I can feel him watching over me, guarding me, protecting me. I think he is waiting for my time to come so we can be together always.
The old lady seems to be dozing off. You can barely hear her final words.
I miss him so.
Telling the story has clearly taken a great deal out of her.
You got bad
watch the
rabies?
old
It
woman a
happens.
moment and notice her labored breathing as she sleeps. Despite the little girl's tireless daily efforts, perhaps there's nothing more to be done.
Alrighty. Anything else I can rob this delightful
There's
family
no
of?
time for sitting around, Graham. You have important things. You feel as if you could curl up on the mat like a cat. Then remind yourself that you have an important task ahead of you. It is a portrait of a young man. He looks somewhat familiar. The painting on the wall looks like an artist's depiction of the Kalima landscape.
Ooh, meanwhile. We got a meanwhile.
Sister Agatha, my dear, tell me you have good news.
The king has arrived in Kalima, father.
That is not what I meant.
Yes. Well, he appears to be quite resourceful. It seems his reputation was not totally exaggerated.
He's still alive.
I've died many times, but right now I'm
That will
alive.
change soon, I think. The king has discovered that one of the gems he seeks is in the possession of a colleague of ours.
Grant
Do
has
you
no time for
remember?
napping. We gotta find this
Candor.
woman who we
Yes.
like the look of, but
Is
might
he
not actually
Still
like us. Yes.
trustworthy?
Totally. Still sharp, and there's no questioning
Done.
his loyalty. My humblest apologies, father, but would it not have been simpler for you to have dealt with Graham personally?
Fool! Imagine the ensuing chaos where Daventry's king murdered in his own land. How then would I be able to search for the item?
I see.
Failure is not an option.
Understood, father.
Keep me informed. Preferably of good King Graham's death.
Gotta stay hydrated, especially if you're a mermaid. The voice acting in this game, considering it is a fan game, like with a budget of no dollars, is really quite good. The remakes of King's Quest 2 is much longer than the original. Oh yes, like this is, I usually stream for about 5 hours. I've already done a full 5-hour stream of this. Okay. To the swamp.
With a flourish, you fling the black cloak around your neck and fasten it.
AGD really did really well with the remakes, yes, which is why I'm doing a complete playthrough of all of the King's Quest games I can get my hands on, including fan stuff. So I didn't do King's Quest 1 from AGDI because it's basically the same as the SCI version, just with more clicky and less typey. But I'm going to be playing their versions of 2 and 3. Going to do King's Quest 2015. If I can get the tech set up right for that, because I've got that on my Xbox, not on PC. And going to play Silver Lining, which I have not actually played. So that's going to be interesting. Okay.
You read the Bible page again. Shine why early, newborn son, when sadly we'd nearly won.
Okay, so this is one of those puzzles where the first initial is direction, so shine, south, west, shine why early?
You read shine why early, newborn
son. West, east, north, south. Then
you read shine why early, newborn son, when sadly
west,
we'd nearly
south,
won.
west, northwest. West. South, west, north, west. Silver Line is a great series. Shame they never finished it. Yeah, I've never played it at all. So it shall be interesting to see. Hi, guy.
Boatman, I need passage. I said.
I heard.
The ghoul's voice chills you to the bone. It speaks with a deep, resonating bitterness. You cannot make out a great deal of its face, but what you can see has the hairs on the back of your neck standing on end.
In life,
this is really good.
I would row this boat for the master. Long ago was my untimely death in these waters, but still I remember many things. Laughter, tears, joy, pain.
Still need to torture yourself and stream Mask of Eternity sometime? I just finished that 3 weeks ago. Some of it was better than I remembered, but also worse. Just a lot of wandering around going, what the heck does this game want me to do? Would you like some money, Mr. Boatman?
The boatman accepts your payment and motions for you to climb into the boat.
Apparently there's a new version of DOSBox that's coming out that will actually have Windows 95, 98 support. So that might make it easier to run games like Mask of Eternity from that sort of late 90s era, which would be awesome. Ooh, I still have these monies.
These coins.
The game still makes you angry. So remember buying what first came out with excitement and disappointed? Yeah, when I first got it back in the day when it was brand new, I didn't actually finish it. Like with most adventure games, we played it as a family. My mom finished the game while I was at school and like, it's been finished. I don't care enough to go back and see what actually happened, especially considering the end was the biggest nothing. It's just Connor basically goes, yeah! A bunch of guys with no names show up, and we zoom out from the magic mirror to see King Graham turn back into a person and Daventry turn back. Yeah, You need to play King's Quest 2 to give an ending to that story. Because it has the tests where we see that Connor returns to Daventry. He is made heir to the throne. Much more interesting. Okay. And here, tragically, we have Sierra Stairs.
After swallowing the magic sugar cube, you get a feeling of invincibility.
Okay. And up we go.
The sharp thorns brush against your skin. However, instead of feeling intense pain, you only experience a slight tingling sensation. Evidently, the magic sugar cube did its job.
Hooray! Ooh, I'm not actually wearing the ring. I should put that on.
You are now wearing the beautiful ruby ring.
Gotten PCEM to run Windows 98 pretty well. Enough to run things like Mask of Eternity. Yeah, I just ended up I tried so many weird different things. I'm not sure what I actually ended up doing to get Mask of Eternity to work. Did some things like ads happen. So I shall sit and, because this is pretty lore heavy, I'll wait a little bit for them to come back. But I ended up getting Mask of Eternity to work by messing around some with the Windows shell so that you didn't need to like uninstall and reinstall all the levels every time you changed levels. Thank goodness. I'm just gossiping. I won't continue till everybody's back from break. What was I even saying? The ADHD is strong today, unfortunately. But I messed around with the PC shell so that the Windows shell so that it didn't have to do the uninstall, reinstall the level thing. And then I installed a different glide program. I don't know enough about Windows 98 to know exactly what that is. But did get it up and working. Wasn't able to actually play any of the videos. If I tried, it would just crash the game to the desktop. So everyone got to see on my fishy desktop. Welcome back. Was just talking about the settings I used to try and get Mask of Eternity to run. It mostly worked. I just couldn't get any of the cutscene videos to play. If one of them popped up, the game crashed to desktop. Which, oh no, I didn't get to see a camera sort of zoom around. Oh, I missed so much story and narrative. I honestly think that someone should go and like make a version of King's Quest 8 like in this style. I think that would be very fun. Like, you might not have to have all the combat. You might skip it entirely, or like change it to specific things that like a puzzle combat. But yeah, that would be way more fun. Apparently, okay, so around this time, the ownership of Sierra was going like from one owner to another, to another, to another. And at one point it was owned by, I don't know which company it was, but there was one company that wanted to, like, the games to be very Christian and wholesome. So they wanted to also make a version of Mask of Eternity that didn't have combat. And honestly, I would really have liked to have seen that version. Yeah, even when using DG Voodoo, it does not help since the game video uses a really old codec. Yeah, it feels like something out of Star Wars. Like, yeah, it's an old code. No, it doesn't check out. All right, back to this game, like a crazy person.
The ghosts waver, as if being threatened by even the slightest breeze, yet something holds them in place. It may be nothing more than an intensely strong determination or sense of purpose that keeps the spirits anchored to this world. The ghosts are... ghosts...
You interested in this?
You can't... As you approach the ghosts wearing the black cloak, they seem to notice you, and then begin to drift away towards the cemetery.
Bye! I'm gonna follow them before I go in.
As you step further into the cemetery, you can feel you suddenly find...
Whoops.
The ethereal spirits drain the life force right out of your body.
Oh, no!
You tuck with the spirits and find only the graves.
I didn't save for a long, long time, but I have this one save. It's called autosave. Is it actually an autosave? Yes! Oh! Actual autosave! Thank you! PC EM helps as the cutscenes play since you're playing in a Windows 98 machine. Nice! Thank you, mental mistake. That was dumb. Okay. I mentioned that my brain is very smooth and aerodynamic today. Okay, autosave, restore. Save. I'm just going to call it that because I don't have many characters. Oh, brain is aerodynamic.
As you approach the
okay, not going... I made a mental mistake. I did. You told me to. Okay, go away, ghosties. I know not to follow you now. But, like, that's mean of the game. There's no indication that that will happen. Brain has holes in it. Speed holes. It goes faster.
Having an idea, you push the crucifix into the cross-shaped keyhole. It fits. You hear a click, and the door unlocks.
Oh, hello, Humpa. Welcome, welcome.
You push the heavy wooden door open, take a deep breath, and step nervously inside the castle entrance. The moment you enter the great hall of the castle, you begin shivering uncontrollably, and not just from the cold. This place has an air of death wherever you go. You feel desperate to get what you came for, and anxious to leave as quickly as possible.
Okay.
The portraits on the wall depict the couple who once lived here. They look young and proud.
Cross-shaped hole, this is the house of all the
With aristocracy, there's a certain kindness in their eyes.
R.I.P. the Prince of Darkness.
The portraits on...
Okay.
The fireplace looks as if it has not been used in quite a long time. You shudder, both from the cold and from the thought that the resident likely has no need of a warm house.
Okay.
You admire the twin chandeliers. You decide that you simply must have replicas made for your own throne room someday.
Okay. Oh, well, that's for me.
You take the shovel.
If I fall off these stairs, save. It's like, look, there's no handrails. You can tell they're evil because there's no handrails. Oh. Well, that was nothing. Let's go the other way. Go. Look out for the cat, it'll trip you. Yeah, stupid cat. Let's see what's up this way.
This is just a small storage room. Rows of red wine barrels are neatly stacked and piled along the wall. At least you think they contain wine. Seeing nothing else of real importance, you head back into the dining room.
Voice acting in this game is so good.
The staircase beyond is very dark. It would be much too dangerous to proceed down without a light of some kind.
The stairs aren't like Genesta's, thankfully. Genesta's stairs were fine. Genesta actually had handrails. Lalote had that weird staircase where it would wrap around, and it always broke my brain because at a certain point it's like, wait, no, I'm going towards the camera, but I'm using the up arrow, which is usually away from the camera. Did not like it. Okay. So I have a candle, but it is not lit. And I light it on one of these.
You hold your candle up to the candelabra flame. It catches. Your candle is now lit.
I'm so smart. We'll ignore the fact that I was very dumb just a few moments ago. I'm very smart now.
You can't. You attempt to mold the candle into a wax miniature, but the candle remains unimpressed. Now that you have a lit candle, it's a bit easier to see where you're going.
Just in case. I don't trust the stairs. Oh, especially this.
The lid of the beautifully carved coffin is closed.
That's fine. It's fine.
The thick black cloak that you are wearing hampers your efforts to lift the coffin lid.
Never
Try
trust stairs. Absolutely
first.
not. That's why StairQuest exists.
The thick black...
Okay. How?
You test the strength of your stomach muscles by performing an impressively hard blow to your own guts. You wish you hadn't done that.
Not what I was going for, but still funny.
You remove the black cloak again. Nervously, you lift the heavy lid of the elegant coffin. You peek into its red satin interior. The coffin is unoccupied, and you feel relief wash over you.
Saving again. What am I gonna call it? Vampires suck.
As you prepare to look inside the coffin...
Hello, David Alexander!
I presume.
You are just in time for
Turn on your heel.
vampires!
There, blocking the only exit from this dismal room, stands the Count. His skin is pale, his eyes jet black. He
They
wears a
look red.
black cloak nearly identical to the one that you possess.
You know me?
Ah, yes indeed. Sister Hagatha alerted me to your arrival, dear king.
Desperate to stall for time, you query the Count.
Sister Hagatha, you say? Who is she?
You gotta put the
The
little
Count
crown on
regards
people.
you with a suspicious glare.
Though I suspect you already know the answer, Hagatha is a charming mage who does as she pleases in this land.
Strange. I was not aware a new ruler had been elected.
Do not be foolish. Hagatha has no interest in the politics of this wretched place, nor do I in point of fact.
He's a pretty
Death
princess.
tends to diminish one's taste for power. No, at present, she is interested only in one thing. As am I, your destruction.
In an instant, you are flat against the wall. The Count has you pinned so well you can't move a muscle, much less put up a defense. You can feel the Count's iron-cold hand on your throat. You have barely seconds before the inevitable happens.
And I'm just gonna flash my
With
ring here.
difficulty, you manage to loosen the ruby ring from your finger and drop it to the floor.
With
The Count's eyes
pain,
start to
power!
quicken, then flash angrily back to you.
Where did you get that?
The elderly woman who lives in a house to the south of here, near the beach.
She
She
is
gave
my
it to me.
sugar
For helping
mama!
The Count regards you for a moment. His dark eyes bore unendingly into yours, and you feel as if your very soul is bare.
What do you know of her?
She is not well.
I know. Do you think I am not aware of that?
You are sweating profusely. Hopefully, this vampire doesn't find the odor appetizing.
Night is the most dangerous of times for my mortal family. I have kept constant vigil over my wife for many years, so that from the darkness, no harm would come to her. When her time comes, we will be together forever.
I think tonight will be the night. I have seen her this very eve. I did what I could to help her.
Smothered her with a pillow.
I do not think it was enough.
Batty, 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 bat.
As you watch the giant bat fly out of the room, you realize with dread that the Count has confiscated your crucifix. Without it, you are trapped in this castle. Now, what are you going to do?
We did what we could. We gave her Flintstones vitamins.
You peer into the ornate coffin, finding it At long last,
That is
you have
huge.
located the final gem, the Death Gem. You breathe deeply, reach out, and take the stone in your hands. It is ice cold to the touch, but you don't care. This is the last thing you need to unlock the door of destiny. Now all you have to do is get out of here.
Batty, 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 bat. Get out. That is how you do the batty bat. No, Graham, I'm sure the mermaid from much earlier would have married you. She wasn't a great conversationalist. Did give him a big old smoocheroo, though. If I think...
Seeing no other
Yes.
possible escape
Oh,
route, you climb
memory.
onto the ledge and carefully lower yourself outside, hoping to find a decent foothold. It is a long way down.
Maybe the library. Oh. Die 1,000 deaths.
You would have to release.
Okay. Guess feet? Ooh. Hello, Spider! Hello, Raider! Welcome in! We're trying to climb down this... Oh no.
Suddenly, you hear a swishing noise in your ear. It's joined by two others.
Spider raid! Spider
You
raid!
instinctively try to
Raids
brush whatever it is
whatever a
away,
spider
but in
raid
doing
can
so,
raid.
lose your hold on the bricks and fall backwards.
I better not die.
Time slows as you fall, and your world turns black.
We're also climbing walls. Oh! Song time!
When I saw you, I knew it was true. There's a love between us won't be torn in two. Once wakes from sleep, a smile and speak. We'll often adore forevermore.
Should I adjust arcade setting to 0? It might already be. Oh no, they're having me for dinner!
Guest has awoken, my love.
Ah, good evening, dear king. I do not believe we have been properly introduced.
You just started off with a
I am
little light
Count
choking.
Aldor, former lord of the realm of Colima. May I present my wife, Countess Lavidia?
A pleasure to see you again.
She's the
In
kid.
gratitude to you for alerting me
You
to
gotta
my
put the little
wife's
crown on
grave
people. It's the law.
condition, I took the liberty of preparing you a dish. I thought you might be hungry after your harrowing adventure at my window.
Yes, this is
You
the
will
fan remake.
forgive us if we
It's
do
going
not
pretty
join
good.
you.
I missed a bunch of
Our
stuff
tastes
in the last
differ from
playthrough.
yours.
Like,
Do they not, my darling?
so,
You
not
shudder
going to
to
end up
think
with
what
full
different
points,
tastes
but I went back
actually
and
means,
we
but
looked
for
at
some
it.
reason you note that you can no
There's a
longer
bunch of
hear any
lore I
rats
missed.
squeaking in the distance.
Indeed, so much to become accustomed to.
You shall have all the time that the world has to share to grow accustomed to such things. Well, perhaps 30 years. Should the father
Didn't know becoming a
locate the
vampire
item
made
by
you
then,
younger?
there
Or
might
older,
not
apparently,
be
because
enough
we'll see in a
world
minute.
left for anyone afterwards.
Has this father, to this why you frequently went abroad, always with that cloak of yours?
Most certainly. But I think that my affiliation with him and his association has come to a close. My obligations to them took me away from my beloved.
Thought you might be hungry.
I do not wish
No,
to
I'm not
repeat
country.
that mistake.
You are forgiven, my love.
Their attention, which
Considering
seemed to
that
have
fellow
wavered
Lugosi was
momentarily, now
Hungarian.
redirects back to you.
Well, well, well. What to do with this one?
What were you going to do with him?
Kill him. I had quite clear instructions from Haggard,
No, kill him!
who had
No!
apparently received them from the
Dragon
father
Legend, thank you
himself.
so much for the 10
But
months.
if you are not, as you say, affiliated with his association anymore,
They both share a knowing smile.
tell us, King Graham.
Take care of yourself, Spider.
You take
Thanks
a
for
deep
stopping
breath,
by.
trying to ignore the fact that you are the only one capable of doing so, and relate your story of the vision in the magic mirror and your quest to find the 3 gems of nature. The Count and Countess exchange cryptic smiles.
Romancing the stone.
The Gabriel Knight sound made you look at your phone. You have that as a
Obviously, that was a
ringtone?
private joke, as you did not understand it.
Munch, munch,
So
munch.
you search for the one with which you would share the rest of your life. On that I cannot fault you, nor on your intentions here. Therefore, I can forgive the trespassing.
Oh,
However,
shucks.
there is the matter of the dark gem you wish to remove from my castle.
You're trying to take back
I
that
place
which
a
I have
deal
rightfully
before you.
stolen.
I am looking for a magnificent sapphire-encrusted tiara. It is a valuable family heirloom and has
Got
been
multiple
on this
Sierra Sounds
estate
notification
for
sounds,
centuries.
as do
This
I
castle
for
and its
the
estate
stream.
are old, though. It could be virtually anywhere, in any number of hiding places. I suspect there are many that even
They're just
I am not
good
aware
little
of.
alerts.
I wish to present this tiara to my wife as a gift to commemorate the eternity we shall spend together. If you can find it and bring it to me before sunrise, then I will give you the gem you seek and your freedom.
You nod, unable to believe that you have virtually been ushered away from death's door just so you could run an errand for a couple of vampires. You do not want to think about the consequences if you fail to meet the deadline.
So, fun fact, throughout King's Quest 1 and 2, Graham finds various sapphire pieces of jewelry, like in the actual games. Then in King's Quest 4, in the opening sequence where Rosella is wearing her like princess outfit, she's wearing a silver and sapphire necklace. I'm like, is that one of the pieces of jewelry that Graham found? That'd be super cute.
You see a young woman sitting on the dusty floor. She has a book in her lap entitled Little Red Riding Hood.
I wish I could read this story. All the pretty words.
The book
Whatever
tells
do
the
they
story
say?
of a young girl who met a wolf in the forest.
The young woman's head snaps up. Her black eyes drill into your own. You gasp as you realize you are looking at yet another vampire. Just how many has the count made tonight? The young woman's lips transform from hungry to, fortunately, pleasant recognition.
So you are the guest of my grandfather's house. I was hoping I would meet you again.
The woman is startlingly beautiful, but in an eerie, unnatural way. You find yourself unable to speak
It's
for a
Possum.
moment. She does look somewhat familiar, but from where?
Like,
Oh,
you didn't
my
need to
handsome
vampirize
gentleman
her.
does not
She
recognize
could have
me?
been fine.
Should I?
You remember the basket, the soup?
With a start, you recognize the young woman. She's grown and matured considerably since you last saw her.
That's
The
just-
little girl, Possum, has been transformed completely into this. She has traded her small
Like,
ruby cloak
she didn't
for
need to become a
dazzling
vampire.
satin robe of the
But
same
I'm glad we
color.
no longer have to listen to
Are you unhappy
the
with my
pitch-shifted
appearance?
baby voice they had for her.
It's just that you have me at a disadvantage. I do not know your real name.
Anastasia.
A beautiful name.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's one
it's
of
just
the
like,
few
why?
things
Why did-
my parents left me before they died. They're probably buried somewhere on this island, as a matter of fact. What do you seek here?
You explain your so far unsuccessful attempt to locate the tiara.
I've walked
The
through
young woman
2
looks
rooms
thoughtful
and
for a
I'm
moment,
out of
then suddenly
ideas.
snaps her fingers. A discarded pile of books shift aside from the floor, and a single black book is revealed underneath. She appraises the black book with indignant incomprehension, then holds it out towards you. You take the book from Anastasia's hand.
I do not suppose that has anything to do with it, but it must be about something important.
All right. You got Count Caldor's little black book.
You open the book and are surprised to discover not pages, but a hollowed-out section in which sits a silver key. The key's handle resembles the shape of a sleeping child. There also appears to be something written on the back cover of the book.
A thrilling read, Agatha. Brotherhood of the Black Cloak Literary Review.
In the hollow, you can see that the inside back cover has been written on. Some words have been scrawled onto the paper. They are faded, but still mostly legible.
Okay. If treasure you seek dear to my heart, Tales of Fiction is where you must start. Oh, come on. I'm taking a picture of this. All right. First, find the beauty with stepsisters 2, then visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. The girl with no flock will usher your way to the little old man who spins gold out of hay. Those 2 star-crossed lovers shall be your last guide that lead you to riches that pirates did hide. What you earnestly seek shall now truly be yours, so get it part wrong and you'll be greeted by maws.
The writing scrawled on the back cover.
Well, I already read it. Welcome to Wall of Text Puzzles. Okay. So, let's take a look. Find first the beauty and stepsisters 2. We're looking for Beauty and the Beast. Do you really need an entire book for Little Miss Muffet? Fundevogel. That one I do not know. Oh my goodness. So many things. Bat, come under my hat? Interesting. Like, I admire this puzzle because it must have taken so much programming, but, ugh. Beauty and the Beast. What? What? No!
You become acquainted with the greatest book critic of all time.
Okay, no, that's not fair. That's not fair. It probably wants Cinderella, because she's got 2 stepsisters. But in the original fairy tale, Beauty and the Beast, she had 2 stepsisters. Oh, for crap. No. Oh, I didn't save. I hadn't actually done all that much. It's just a lot of text. But I can click through that. Whoopsie doodle. Out the window again. Tickle uvula.
Suddenly, you hear a swishing noise.
Thanks,
in your
Disney,
ear.
on making
It's
stories
joined by
dumbed
2
down.
others.
Yes.
You instinctively.
Like, when you've got Seesaw Marjorie Daw as one of the options for books, like,
as you fall,
go for
and your world turns black.
the real things. Oh no, I gotta go through the song. Sorry, I'm not listening to that.
I would.
Yay! Skip the whole thing. Although.
So, I haven't.
That.
And if I am unable.
The Count's.
For your.
You break.
Okay.
Pardon my asking, but as the Countess of this realm, I presume you have lived in this castle before now?
Yes, that is so.
Then how did you come to live in that old house by the sea?
After my husband died, I continued to live in the castle for a time. I watched my newborn son grow into a man, marry, and have a child of his own.
Possum.
Yes. Shortly after her birth, however, my son and his wife both befell a tragic end at the hands of...
The Countess looks pained and appears unable to continue.
I apologize if I have caused you to relive your grief.
A vampire cannot truly feel grief, but perhaps my wife still recalls hers. I shall continue for her, if you so wish.
Okay, I guess
Please, if I may know, how were your son and daughter-in-law lost to you?
They were slain by the Brotherhood.
The Brotherhood?
You have met them at the church.
Your mind reels, so that is the connection.
Why would the Brotherhood kill your heirs?
Oh. As you have just guessed, the Brotherhood wish an end to the reign of my family. Why else would they give you the means to penetrate my domain, so that you could do their dirty work for them?
The Cross Key.
Exactly. Stolen from me through stealth, and their own brand of magic.
I have had to climb out the window for the past 13 years.
We have always been partial to change, as opposed to the stagnating status quo of the Brotherhood. Over the last few decades, the Brotherhood have tried to dispose of my family as best they could. That which I am now was brought about by them. They were the ones who set the monstrous, infected bat upon me. Long have I cursed my ineptitude. I should have used magic to defend myself.
Do not be so hard on yourself, my dear. I remember that night well. That hideous creature gave you no chance.
Perhaps. But I should have awoken from my dark sleep sooner. Then I would have been able to protect our beloved son and his wife, and you would not have been forced to flee the castle.
I did not have
your days
vampire
in that wretched
coffee.
old
I did not
house
awaken
under
from my
a
dark
false
slumber.
identity.
It was not so bad a time. Dear little possum loved it. I hope she will be as happy in her new home. She has a new life now, with no reason to fear anymore.
This Brotherhood, are they real monks?
They were once, but something happened to them.
Hey,
Local folklore would
they're
have you
the
believe
monkeys.
that Weirwood Forest is a host to certain entities, spirits of the wild they are called.
And what of them?
I believe the monks encountered these spirits. What occurred specifically is beyond anyone's knowledge but their own. But it is evident that the men were given the ability to transform themselves. Unfortunately, their minds were apparently transformed also. They began to believe they were destined to rule, and since have presented great danger to myself and my family.
So the danger you face is not a result of some decades-old feud?
Not at all, dear king, though history will likely reflect such. But, to answer your question, the members
Kind
of
of
the
glad I
Brotherhood
died and went back, because I
are
would have
no
missed all
longer
this
the goodly
lore.
monks they once were.
Gotta get the
They do
lore.
not represent their fellow brethren well.
The Countess has...
Alrighty. Again, look at me. I'm saving. Book puzzle. Not a creative save name, but it's what we're going with. Onwards to glory. And some variety of quest.
You see a young woman's...
I wish I could read this story.
The book tells
The young woman...
So,
The woman.
Skippy, 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 skippy,
No.
skip, skip, skip,
Yeah.
skip, skip.
You take the...
I do not.
Okay.
You open
Key. Look.
the rock.
Okay. Let's try this again.
You cannot access...
Save book puzzle. Overwrite this file. Yes. Okay. We're looking for Cinderella, apparently. Oh, excuse me. Also, one of fly. These books do not take up entire books. The turnip. We have Rapunzel, sonnets. Complete William Shakespeare up the top there. Cinderella! Alright, fingers crossed. Words, words, words. Okay, that's one. What was the next one? Okay. Then visit the huts that the big bad wolf blew. So 3 little pigs. There's just so many, you don't really remember where things are. No, not this little piggy. 3 little pigs. It's different. The copy of 3 Little Pigs I had when I was a kid, instead of just starting with Once Upon a Time, it started with Once upon a time when pigs spoke in rhyme and monkeys chewed tobacco, when hens took snuff to make them tough and ducks went quack, quack, quackle. And that's a thing you now know. Like, look at the size of this book that is just pat a cake. Come on. Give me this. Sippity sippity sup. Never heard of that one. Oh, wait, I saw it. Yes, okay. The girl with no flock will usher your way. Someone had fun with these titles. Like, it must have been so much work to program all of these as hotspots that do different things when clicked on in different orders. Okay. Little Bo Peep, this girl with no flock. Ooh, no, Little Boy Blue, sneaky, sneaky. Little Bo Peep. Okay, so the little old man who spins gold out of hay. Well, that's clearly niks different from up in her rough. Uncle Stiltskin. Those 2 star-crossed lovers shall be your last guide. Where's Romeo and Juliet?
A new book has appeared on the 3rd shelf down.
On the 3rd shelf down. I wasn't paying attention. They'll lead you to riches that pirates had hide. Treasure Island.
You've located the correct book. You pluck it from the shelf and read its title.
Yes.
Treasure Island. What is this? There seems to be a lock binding the cover shut. The keyhole requires a small, thin key.
How about a small, thin key that looks like a baby for some reason? Oh, no.
The key fits perfectly into the lock. You turn it and hear a soft click. The book is now open. Skimming through the book, you find that a map has been sketched onto the last page. Close scrutiny reveals it is a top-down layout of the castle and its surrounding grounds. According to this, the tiara has been buried near one of the graves. You shudder, hoping that this is not going to be a case of digging all night while trying to avoid unearthed zombies. There is also a small piece of writing near the bottom. A date of fate can be found with a first, a second, and a double of nothing.
Okay, so I'm looking for something dated 1200. Got anything else to say, Possum?
How do you feel about what the Count has done to you?
I am not sure. I suppose I should be grateful.
Grateful?
Yes. If he had left me as I was, I would have faced the same danger that claimed the lives of my parents. The murderers hunt my family still. We will not be completely safe until they are gone. At least I now need not fear anything that prowls by night.
Have a good night,
True
Betsy
enough.
Mistake.
And if you can avoid daylight altogether for the rest of eternity, you will be fine.
You have nothing.
Okay.
I wish only one thing as payment for helping you find that book.
Uh-oh.
Of course.
Would you be so kind as to take this bracelet and place it on my mother's grave? I believe she wanted me to have it while I was alive. Now, it seems no longer appropriate to keep it. Thank you. I must retire now. It will not be long before sunrise. Good night, Graham.
Good night, Anastasia.
Okay. I'm gonna save again because I don't want to do that book puzzle again. You can't make me. Grave Robin time. Pretty sure.
As you hold up the bracelet, the ghosts seem to relax slightly.
Yes.
You wonder if it is now safe
Did I
to
say butt
approach
puzzle?
them
I did
and
not say
enter the
butt
cemetery.
puzzle. I said book puzzle. Although that puzzle was a bit of a butt.
Lord Herbert and Lady Lillian, 1646 to 1668, loving parents of Anastasia, beloved son and daughter-in-law of Count Caldor and Countess Lavidia, our enemies be warned. Their untimely deaths shall be avenged.
Weird that they were exactly the same age. Alternating Twitch tabs, so coming from lurking when you said that. That's fine. Yeah, was a big puzzle where I had to choose the right books out of several dozen.
Lord Herb.
Oh.
Mary Ann Drinkwater, 1230 to 1266.
Oh, we gotta have the rhyming.
They had traveled safely for many a day until crossing a bridge along their way. She lost her balance and fell to her fate. He tried to save her, but it was too late. Douglas Buckmaster, 995 to 1020. The noise, said he, is far too loud. As he discerned the maddened crowd, the mob broke in, then he did scream, I'd rather this a sight unseen. They strung him up from toe to head, and as for after, enough's been said.
These aren't funny.
Susanna Somnia, 1195 to 1265. He had put her to bed after she'd had supper, but forgot next morning to stir and wake up her.
That one's a bit better.
You suddenly find your...
Oh.
The ethereal spirits...
Well, nope.
You tup with the spirits and find only the graves.
I thought it said I was safe. Rude.
As you hold up the bracelet, the ghosts seem to relax slightly. You wonder...
Maybe if I just put it on the grave.
You place the bracelet
that's
on
what I
the
was
grave.
misdoing.
It immediately sinks down into the earth.
Warning your enemies on your gravestone is pretty
bad.
bad.
Respond
I agree.
at first. Then one of them drifts toward you.
No, thank you.
It nods, almost sadly. The ghost seems to want to say something, but appears unable. Its face, though transparent and hazy, is lined with grief and torment. Its facial features waver into focus. The ghost is female.
We understand that our daughter will never be joining us now. No longer do we need wait for her. Now we journey to the realm of the dead, where its lord waits to judge us. Farewell.
You see, realm of the dead, much better than dimension
You bow
of
your
death.
head and cross your heart out of respect. While looking downward, you notice that a beautiful gold ring now lies at your feet. You lift the gold ring from the ground and carefully place it in your pocket. You do not think you have any business wearing it.
Alright, no, fine.
Black adder, with many a cunning plan. Black adder, you horrid little man. BBC, 1983.
There we go. Reference to the Blackadder television show, which I have not actually seen properly. Like, I've seen clips, but I've never actually sat down and watched the whole series. I should do
Boris
that.
and Olga. There was an old couple named Olga and Stovich, who in truth made quite a nice pair. They lived with each other for many long years, till they wound up in each other's hair. Date of death, 1567.
So that's a reference to Quest for Glory 4. Boris and Olga Stovich were the shopkeeper and the guard of the castle gate guard.
This cemetery is Count Christopher Ivir,
there we
1175 to 1200.
1200, that's the date I'm looking for.
His time so near, said he, my dear, lend me your ear. Please do not fear, my life ends here.
Give me a beer, and I won't steer. Diggy diggy hole.
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard. Nervously, you reach down, open the coffin, and look inside. You search through the belongings of the deceased. According to the headstone, they belong to a Count Christopher Ivir. After some tentative searching, you find a parchment. It appears to be the last will and testament of Larman Odnarb, healer. This isn't right. You run your eyes over the parchment. It's dated 1200, the same as the date on the headstone. However, the instructions pertaining to his burial were for Larman to be placed near his family at the church's cemetery. Oh dear.
The Red King Lear. And so we all did cheer. Okay, so I gotta go to the church and dig up. I don't know if my sugar cube is still in effect. I don't trust it. Okay, I'm not dying.
You have already...
Okay, good.
You climb back into the decrepit rowboat, and the shrouded ghoul ferries you back across the lake.
I hope it won't make me navigate through the swamp again on my way back. Though I'm not sure. I might not have to navigate on the way back. I might end up with cutscenes or something. I don't remember. Oh, do I have to go through? Now that I've been burned a couple times, the save early, save often instinct has fired up. Church.
Your heart beats faster and faster as you push on the handle of the church door. It opens, and you nervously step inside.
This looks fine. Everything's fine here.
Someone stands at the center of the symbol, as you can see some hair on that part of the floor. A large tapestry now adorns the wall behind the altar. The image on the tapestry bears a depiction of some kind of ceremony or ritual. It is somehow reminiscent of the room you are now standing in.
This is fine. Everything is normal and good.
You look over the book. It is a journal written by Lowolf, head monk of the Church of Kalima. Flipping through it, you see a paragraph with a name you recognize.
It is frustrating as always dealing with Count Kaldor and his ilk. He is just like his father, perhaps even worse. He insists that Kalima be pushed forward to enlighten the peasantry. Can he not see that this path leads to ruin? How can the people retain their moral goodness if their minds are filled with knowledge of the wider world and all of its sin? Have a good night, Rex.
You turn
good
a
hanging
few
out
more
with you as
pages
well.
and choose another interesting-looking paragraph. The journal largely contains many entries of similar types and of daily matters of a monk's life. You are about to replace the journal where you found it, but your eye catches a most peculiar passage.
No, okay, so I missed stuff. A wonderment was discovered in the forest this night. The spirits of the wild, long thought to be only of legend, appeared to us and saw fit to grant my brethren and I the most blessed of gifts. Such power we now have. Our forms can be abandoned in favor of any other, and I am to be their leader, the most powerful. They are bound to me inextricably. The spirits have made promises of greater things to come for us. Oh, it fills me with such longing. The endless possibilities. What we will achieve with our abilities. I am restless. I must leave for a time. The moon is full, and I feel the urge to join my pack as they run. Perhaps we will hunt.
The passage ends abruptly. Though there are many pages left to be written on, it is evident that the final passage was written a number of years ago. How strange. You replace the journal, putting it back where you found it.
Can I read it again? Because I missed stuff.
You look
okay.
You turn a few more pages and choose.
I'm quite convinced that Calder is so blinded by his so-called vision for Kalima that he cannot see the folly of his intentions, and yet he is the Lord of Kalima. To publicly refute him would create confusion and anger the people. I am a man of patience. The greatest gift his grace has granted me. Perhaps time will settle this young lord's idealism and grant him sense of process.
The journal.
Okay, all that stuff that I just read, perhaps we will kill. My mind is now clear, and I know the path before us. It is a path that shall lead us to greatness, and it will begin with the destruction of our nemesis. But now I no longer have the patience to write. I must run. I must hunt. I must. Ellipsis.
The passage.
Okay. Can I take
you
any of this
stuff? You have no need for a robe. Besides, it seems to have a lot of hair on it. You'd get a skin irritation.
Ew.
You already have a candle. You'd rather...
If I had a candle, I'd candle in the morning. Okay, I'm looking for Laudnarb.
Lester Williamson, 1300 to 1345. Here lies a man who feared all bugs, too scared to even lift his rugs. For if he had, he would have found insects that make little sound, with bites so deadly for their size that surely did cause his demise.
I don't like bugs.
Rarlop Neven, 985 to 1015.
What is with these names?
The jester joked his life away until a quip he made one day insulted was a baron's son who had this poor old jester hung. Rebecca Twintle, 1250 to 1273. In that usual daring way of hers, she threw caution to the wind. Late one eve she risked a venture and went out to sea with him. Totally in love she was, so filled with careless whim that when he threw her overboard, she never thought to swim.
I like that one.
Goulash Thompson, 1370 to 1441. Never in all his living years had he ever seen such sights. For hours did he stare at them, those beautiful, dazzling lights. So happy was he that he had been able to live to see this night, but down a cliff he blindly fell, for the lights had been too bright. Larman Oddnod,
There you go. Hi,
1175 to 1200. Dear old Larman was a healer, cured many a deadly fever. One he caught that bitter day, healed not himself and passed away.
Alrighty, diggy diggy hole. I am the king and the digging hole. Yes, I do. Diggy diggy hole. Diggy diggy hole. I am
You stop digging when your shovel hits something hard. With bated breath, you open the box. There it is, the tiara.
Yay! I don't have one that's silver with sapphires.
As you retrieve the tiara from its final resting place, you let out a loud, relieved sigh. You feel as if the coming sunrise will be the most glorious sight you will ever behold, considering how close you were to never seeing another again. Now don't delay, you still have to get it back to the castle.
Uh-oh.
You freeze as a wolf's howl sends shivers down your spine. You force yourself to turn and face nothing. Your anxiety must be causing you to hear things.
Okay. Save. Tiara, get. I have an ad break coming up soon. Oh, I have an ad break coming up now. I'm going to take a quick little break. Because also there's about to be an arcade sequence and I need to have my fastest fingers. I will be right back. Enjoy the dancing crafts.